Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Proof and Wood. This is Tumblin Dice Single Barrel Proof Straight Rye Whiskey, coming in at a 57.1% ABV, at least 8 years old. Now, for full transparency, I reached out to Proof and Wood for a review sample. They were kind enough to send this over for us to take a look at and a review, so just keeping that transparency open. When it comes to Proof and Wood, they have a lot of different releases, and the thing we hold most here on the channel is transparency, and Proof and Wood is the prime example of being transparent. They tell us where they're sourcing things from, mash bills, if they're blends, they tell us what part of the blends they're using. And when it comes to Tumblin Dice here, they do tell us this is coming from MGP, distilled here in Indiana, and MGP makes great whiskey, and they're known for their rye, which is the 95.5 rye that we know and love a lot of times. So 95% rye, 5% malted barley. And with an 8-year age statement. Now the cool thing here is you can look on the back of the bottle, it'll tell you that information, which means that I don't have to go hunting for mash bills or ages or anything like that. It's awesome. But you can also look at the dice on the front here. Depending on the number, will tell you exactly the age statement on the bottle, which I think is a really fun way to have kind of a unique labeling system to your bottles. But with all that great information in our heads, let's go ahead and jump into the bottle itself. As always, we're going to be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add just a drop of water to see if anything changes up. And of course, they're known for a lot of waxing on their bottles, so I love that. And yeah, the great thing is on the back here, I'll try to get a closer picture of it. They tell you all the great information on there. Love seeing that where I don't have to go hunting for it. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit, become a member if you'd like. And if you're interested in some of the other reviews over Proof and Wood's products that I've done, links to those videos will be up above and down below, along with a link to their website, so you can learn about them, kind of find some of their bottles, or at least keep an eye out for their labels. As much as I love wax tops, boy oh boy, they can be a pain to open. It's a risk-reward situation. I think the wax tops are great. Beautiful dark color. I mean, that is Dr. Pepper Cola Dark. Almost dark. It's darker than our dark rum. Alrighty, let's go for notes. That nose is great. It's oily and rich and dark. And the spice layers that are in there, a bit of that cinnamon and clove, nutmeg are mixing in. A little bit of vanilla is lightening it up just a little bit with that bit of herbal, medicinal, minty freshness going on. As I keep going back here and it's opening up, I'm finding more and more of the dark, dry cinnamon and clove notes. Almost a star anise for me at the moment. And then the oakiness. Again, if I was blindfolded, I would say this is double oaked. Like it's that kind of oily, dark, and I love that nose. All right, let's go for a taste. Oh yeah. That's how it's done. Oh, the tea notes. Right away. You're getting those beautiful rye spicy layers. Herbal, medicinal, little bit of spearmint, little touch of dill going on, and then that mid palate hits of a dark, rich black tea. It coats the palate beautifully, and then the spices are kind of creeping through as well. Oily as all get out, and it has a cling to it that'll last for days. It's rich, velvety on the palate. Wow. I've had my fair share of 95.5 rye. This is right up there. This might be my favorite 95.5 rye from MGP. Wow. It might be one of my favorite ryes, period, just because of how well that clings. And it's not overbearing in the herbal, medicinal, like that a lot of your 95.5 rye can be. The oily, dark notes the oak is bringing across, it's phenomenal. Second sip here, getting greeted right away. The herbal spiciness, black teas, the cinnamon stick is in there. The rich clove is going on. And then it clings to the palate, bringing across the wood sugars and the charriness, oakiness, and it just holds on for dear life. Still no ABV, nothing harsh, no off notes. It's warming, but it's not to the point of being like, wow, that's a barrel proof. That's way too strong for me. That 57.1 is a beautiful spot for it. It's rich, and it's just got a little bit of sweetness from the vanilla coming in there. Just a little bit, almost vanilla bean, like vanilla bean paste. And it is just commingling with everything else in that sip. I can see why people are talking about this release. That is phenomenal. All right, let's add a little drop of water, see if anything changes up here. Hopefully it helps us find some additional notes to things. All right, got that water mixed in there, so let's go for notes. Loses out on a bit of the oakiness that I was getting, which is expected. Gets a little warmer on the nose. The ABV is showing up just a hair. Still finding the spiciness, the rye characteristics, a bit of herbal medicinal in there, but definitely nowhere near the neat version. Yeah, this is so much oakier, heavy notes. And I'm actually starting to find that black tea on the nose now as well. Oh, that is pretty. Here it goes more simple, like your standard 95.5 rye. Not that that's a bad thing, and not that we grade this on there. This is more for science purposes. Still really solid. Not bad at all. Let's go for a taste. Actually, that drink's really nice. You still get a lot of similar flavors, very similar to the neat version. It speed runs those. You're still getting that rye spiciness, the herbal, the medicinal. That black tea is showing up. Obviously, because we added that water, you're breaking up a lot of those oils, so it doesn't have nearly the same level of cling. But if you're not used to rye whiskey and this is a little brash, that little drop of water makes it go a little more simple and a little more approachable if you're not used to that. But at the end of the day, this is where you need to be. Yeah, that cling, that oiliness, I love that spice layer too. As always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. That's beautiful. Alrighty, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price, and it's always going to vary. So this tends to run right about $80, $79.99. And to be honest, it's worth that. It's a single barrel proof, great example of an 8-year age-stated rye whiskey. It's phenomenal. I've had 10, I've had 9s, I've had other age statements, and they tend to be all up close to that $100 price point. So for them to come with an 8-year at barrel proof and single barrel, it's a steal. $80. If you see this and you like a good rye whiskey, grab it. It honestly reminds me of a double oaked rye whiskey, and it's just phenomenal. The oakiness, the oiliness, and those spices all play together to a T. To be honest, this is already going to be in my top 5 of the year for rye whiskeys. This is a phenomenal bottle. Yes, they're being transparent. They're telling us what's going on. They're keeping it single barrel proof, and it's gorgeously age stated. Huge thumbs up. If you see this for $80, grab it and just enjoy it. And again, if you're interested in learning more about Proof and Wood and their releases, a link to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Proof and Wood, Tumblin Dice, single barrel proof, straight rye whiskey, 8 years old. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. I love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may our last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I really like it might not.